medical complications. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. Trust me. Right? Hi, Ashley Renee. Can y'all hear me? I'm like crossing the street and not paying attention. Can y'all hear me? I don't know if my AirPods are connected. I've never done like a can you hear me? Okay. How's the baby, Ashley?
So sick.
Going. It'll come back. Looks like I'm sneezing. It'll come back. It does that as I walk through the beach. Looks like it's gonna rain though, y'all. Is that better? Yeah, it does that. And I know where to go so that it's stable. Just give me a second. I'm getting there. Oof, look at that. But look at it. I did say it. Yeah, so I lose you and then I come back. Yes. Yeah. I usually lose you and then I come back, but look at this. Thank you, Christy. It's it's uh it's looking like I'm not gonna be here very long. Actually, they've been working on it, but it's still pretty bad. Hi, Irish. I know. I've only been able. Ada. So do I though on my thighs. It does. It's gonna storm. It's gonna storm. Couple things, right?
Not orange.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I know, right? You see the light, Christy? I know. So, I mean, I guess we could walk. You want to walk?
For how long? You know, I've been walking all day.
Who?
Stop. I put on my application when I put on my application. Not my fault.
Anywho, I came to the beach like, was that yesterday or the day before? The day before. I came to the beach the day before they said hi. And it was like, because I have tan lines by my thighs, right? So I just wanted to like real quick go over a couple of things. Number one, we're not addressing, the shafty, but can we get a fit check though? Can we get a fit check? Huh? Yeah, I'll leave it up. So we'll bypass her. Somebody else I wanted to talk about. Okay. Wait, he's still there, Ashley? I didn't know he was still in there. Thanks, Steffi. Um, should we go this way or down line? Let's go this way. There's more damage this way. Thank you. Oh, okay. Beanie Mama. Beanie Mama. I just want to make this 1000% clear. Um, it's not about what Dunk said or did. That might surprise you. That might surprise you. The second that you took that gossip, right, that was actually not factual, and you put it public, it became your responsibility. Like, what kind of piece of shit would I be if I just blasted shit that I heard? How irresponsible of you, right? And then to know that you're wrong and not apologize could never be me. Here's how I feel about it, y'all. If it's done publicly, it should be apologized for publicly, right? Um, it's not that hard. Like, everybody makes mistakes. I apologize all the fucking time. I don't know if y'all know that. Well, it's getting worse. But if you do something, it's simple. Just apologize for it. Move on. It's amazing how that works. Um, yeah, right, right. And like, I understand that like it may be difficult because you got some people in your ear, right? I get it. Sonny had $100 in gifts on that account. Just so you know. I really don't know if Sonny's friends know just how many accounts she has. And I know I said I would post it all, and I'm gonna just to kind of back her into a corner. It's just really deep in my screenshots, and I haven't had time to go through it. Okay. Now, if anybody wondering, okay, just so everybody has like a general idea of how oncology works, right? You have different doctors, right? Radiation is separate from chemo, right? Oncology is separate from both of them, right? So, with that being said, finishing one area doesn't mean you're in remission. I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's not what that means, just so you know, right? So, with that being said, right, my mom, who is actually currently in the hospital, right, had a break because her labs were bottoming out, right? So when your labs bottom out, they put the treatment, the chemo, right, on hold. Hi, Fuzz. So being that her treatment was on hold, I decided to come to Florida and get some work in because that's what adults do, right? So since you're all minding my business, can you at least get the stuff right? Like, I could never be like a full grown adult just like spewing bullshit all over the internet. It could never be me. Well, that's what was happening. Like her H&H was transfusion low. Um, well, and there's people. I think that now she knows that it wasn't you that was giving me the videos, and they're never gonna find out who was giving me the videos. However, the person giving me videos will never be thought about, right? And like, there's a simple fucking solution, right? I don't mention your personal business. So just because, hi Laura, just because somebody told you something, which is not how it went either, right? Let's be honest. That doesn't mean that you take that shit public, because once you take it public, you become the problem. And I understand that, like, listen, there's a difference between talking shit with your friends, right? Nah, definitely wasn't you either. Um, there's a difference between talking shit with your friends, right? And then once that stuff is made public, right? If it were me, I would straighten it out. It's just me, you know. Also, let's talk about Granddaddy Burp for a second, right? Now I understand that y'all made a big fucking mistake, right? I get that. But Goddess Akama, you are a liar, right? And when you have a pattern of behaving and lying, right, people just retreat from you, right? So, with that being said, okay, Sassy was not that perp account, okay? It's just a little, let's just get into it a little bit, okay? She fucked up leaving that comment on my video, right? While I was live, actually. She responded to my comment from the wrong account, right? Whoopsie, rookie move, you know? So she then deleted the entire account. And that's why Perp isn't in any of those lives, right? Because you changed the name. But here's the thing, God, you changed the name on an old account, right? Because you knew that we'd be looking for a new one. You still failed, just so you know. And channel links, y'all. Channel links, they don't change, right? So that sucks. And I understand that, like, if you're a liar and you lie so much, it's really hard to keep up with those lies, right? But they always come out. Always. And I would think that, like, after people that have been around for a while would realize that the truth always, always comes out. Now, if it were me, right, I would have gotten all the facts before mistakes, and that's all fine and good. But it's how you handle said mistake, right? That matters, right? Well, first of all, I mean, I know I fuck up all the time, right? But I don't put people in the middle like that, you know? Also, really quickly, I'm just going to touch on this for a second because their peers, Jamie, right? Jamie seems to be a little bit confused, just a little, thinking that I'm the one that said that that account was who it is, by the way. Now, you can try to have somebody come forward, but I promise you, you will only be embarrassing yourself because we know, right? And I understand that that might be a pretty decent sized mistake, you know? Oh, listen, I'm fucking tired of it, to be honest. And like, that's another thing. Like, I tried to go to a whole different side of TikTok, and y'all motherfuckers followed me. Let that sink in. Hi. Y'all followed me to a whole different side of TikTok. Nothing to do with this, right? Not a fucking thing. Just also, I want to clear this up. I have never, not one time, encouraged the calling of CPS on anyone. No one. I've actually always said the opposite. CPS is a broken system, right? And it is. And I totally agree with that. However, I understand nobody's got to lift a finger. Nobody's got to lift a finger. She's causing the damage on her own, right? I'm not worried about it. People and like the amount of listen, I don't understand it. back. What I said was, don't start none, won't be none, right? Meaning, don't be making account after account. Goddess of Karma, you're a liar. It was you that DM'd John. Let me see. Okay. So I'm trying to look back because I know I'm going to get rained on. So my name, face is on, right? Can you hear me now? Because maybe I should take my Wi-Fi off. Can you hear me? I don't know where Brit is. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me, so I don't want to keep going. Okay. So, like, I don't understand. Just leave me alone. Sonny, stop fucking creating accounts because I always know it's you, dude. Always. No, that's a storm, Ashley. I always know it's you. Always. So you're not getting away with anything. You look at you like you, because trust me, when I fucking tell you, I don't want anything to do with it either. But I will defend myself. So it's on you. You could keep going, right? You could lie, even though I have the proof. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Another person we all just sit back and laugh at, right? So, like, if you shut the fuck up about me, we won't have an issue. Is that complicated for you people to understand? I get it. Like, I don't understand why it's so fucking hard. It's crazy to me. Crazy. I don't know where Brit is, but like, it's not difficult. It's just not. And like, you fucking, like, even funny. I go to a whole different side of TikTok. You motherfuckers follow me. And I'm the one with the problem? Me? Right? But Ashley, it's fucking insane to me. Like, if that was my friend, I would be like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't, they want to bitch about me, right? I'm so vile. I'm so this. I'm so that. Then shut the fuck up about me, right? I'm so vile and I fucking doxed everybody. Why haven't you been doxed then? Just a question, right? If that's how I move, why hasn't it happened? Because Sonny, you know what you've done. I quite honestly don't know how you remember the fucking passwords to all those accounts. For real. I found another one last night going through screenshots. Oh, stop. Listen, Ashley, here's a crazy thing, right? Even her, right? Even her, I'm such a vile piece of shit, right? No, but I don't talk about her personal business that I know. But she could talk about mine. Is that crazy to anybody else but me? It's fucking simple. Leave me alone. Beanie Mama. I've seen the screenshots of the conversation where you're talking about how I'm sleeping with a fucking married man, dude. What are you talking about? Like, what? And I'll say it again, right? Gossip with your friends. I don't give a shit, right? But the second that you decided to hit record on that video and call me a scammer and talk about my personal issues in my personal life, right? That's when it became your responsibility. You can't just sit back and say, Thunk did it. It doesn't work like that. Y'all, if I fucking hit record every fucking time I heard something about somebody, this entire fucking community would be in shambles. You know what I mean? That's that, like, and it's wrong, right? So for somebody to admit that it's wrong, but then not answer for the shit that you gave your following, like, how is that fair, right? But it's okay because it's me, right? And I'm just supposed to fucking sit down and take it, and y'all got me all the way fucked up, all the way fucked up. And even still, you ran your mouth for a solid 2 weeks before I even mentioned you. But I'm the problem. I'm the problem. But sweet, that's what I'm saying, Panda. I don't either, right? Like, if I don't like somebody, and trust me, there are plenty of people that I don't give a fuck about. That doesn't mean that I'm making videos about them. That doesn't mean that I talk about them, even. Right. And it's not just, I understand that there were a lot of people affected in that situation, right? I understand that. I'm just speaking about my specific situation, right? And like, here's the, like, she knows. This is what I can't wrap my head around, y'all. She knows that there are things that I know that I've never discussed, right? Because I do my best to keep boundaries, okay? I keep boundaries, right? But I'm vile while you fucking dance across my entire personal life. I'm the vile one when I haven't mentioned anything. Is it like, how does that even work? And that's the fucking crazy thing. Most of the people that talk about me don't fucking know who I am as a human, right? They want to keep running their mouths about me, but they don't know who I am. So, like, it's crazy, right? Now, God forbid, okay? God forbid it was me that was doing what Sonny's doing. I would be fucking, my head would be on a fucking spike, y'all. So why is it okay? Because it's me and I'm just supposed to take it, right? Because God fucking forbid I defend myself, right? God forbid. God forbid. Because then I'm just vile. And you don't fucking know me, dude. You have no idea who I am. No fucking clue. I have no idea. Somebody wants to be in my comments. Didn't he just fundraise? Oh, that was you, Sonny, wasn't it? You reported that video, so I posted it here. Just because he did a fundraiser for my mom, okay? Now, let me repeat. He raised me for my mom. I didn't see a dime of that. I didn't ask for a dime. My mom needed it, okay? Just because he did that does not mean that I should sit down and take what he's done. Okay. Now, granted, maybe it'll make it public, maybe it won't, right? But for a fucking week straight, I was defending that man behind the scenes, trying to keep things he did wrong off the app. I didn't fucking deserve that. I didn't deserve what he did, right? And let's be clear here, okay? It was not just that situation, okay? It was not just that situation. All right. So y'all are all over the place running your mouths, but you have not a clue what you're talking about. Not a fucking clue. You and me both, Dawn. I don't know where they find the time, dude. Like, where did they find the time to do this? Because I'm telling you, like, I came to the beach the other day. Maybe I was here for like a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. I wasn't here long. And that's like, oh, you're good. It's about to storm though, Britt. So I might hop off. Like, it just blows my mind how, like, if I was doing any of this, any of it, I would like be the Antichrist. And I still don't do it, right? I still don't do it. Sonny, you see me lying about you anywhere? No, right? No. Because here's another difference between you and I. Whether I like somebody does not mean I will fucking lie about them, right? Not one time. So y'all just look silly. Silly. And it's crazy. I'm just supposed to take it because it's me. Like that's just crazy to me. Crazy. I know Brit's having a good time. I'm sorry, Reds. How you doing? Listen, sweet. I'm telling you, I it's funny because when I got here, right? I said I just want to go, right? I came in on a Saturday night. No, I'm sorry. I got in on a Sunday morning, right? And I said, tomorrow, I just want to turn my fucking phone off and lay on the beach, right? I just wanted to lay on the beach. Do you think that happened? Because it didn't. It didn't. Nothing close. Nothing close. And then the day before yesterday, my mom was put in the hospital. So now I'm like stuck between this rock and a hard place, right? Because I've never in the entire time have I been on TikTok, have I asked my following for anything. Never, not once. If I did it, there was a reason for it, right? And the fact that y'all are too fucking dense, right? To understand my post had nothing to do with my mother's fundraiser. Nothing, right? Yeah. But he like this has nothing to do with that, right? And I don't want to I just want it's like literally like it has just been one thing after the next. It just is what it is, right? And like it's hard to be like the primary caregiver, right? And then everything else has to be done too. You know what I'm saying? That's where like the what's it called? The word that I'm looking for. That's where like the complication comes through, right? Because I don't have any time, none, zero, zero time to myself, none, right? And that is what really ultimately, right, gets to be like mind breaking. Like I just need like some days I'm like I just need 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's because it comes to like this things need to be done, right? Like things paperwork needs to be filled out and it's my siblings, they're still so young, right? So like they're not ready for my mom to pass. You know what I'm saying? So like, then it becomes, when she passes, what am I doing? Right? Because then I kind of have to take on the mother role, right? So like it's a lot, and like I thought that like I'd be able to come here and like, yeah, I'm working, right? But it's still a break from like, you know, it's still a break from like that. And then she gets hospitalized and I'm here, right? So like, and here's the thing, Pickles, with my dad, I didn't do it. His wife did, right? So I will say this because I do not have like a very good relationship with my stepmother, right? But this gave me like a whole new respect for her. You know what I'm saying? Because she took very good care of my dad, you know? And that's what right, but like how do you explain that to her? I do try, but it's still like such anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know how to explain it. But like I thought in my head, right? Like, even though I'll be working, I'll come home from work, take a shower. I'm fucking out. Like, I take a shower and I am out. There is no in between. Like, I literally come home, feed the girls, and then I am out. I'm out. Like, it's crazy. Like, if it's past, like, this is my bedtime right now. Like, I'm out. There is no, there's nothing. And my son, um, he went to Puerto Rico. So last night, I was like waiting for him to like catch a flight, right? It's just a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, it's rough, right? And then like the doctor, I was really blown away at the fact that like I would imagine that like you you would discuss a care plan with the patient, right? And there was no discussion. It was just, well, we're putting your treatment on hold and we'll reconvene on August 9th. And it's like, you know what I mean? Right. I get it. I get it. So like I'm just, like the patients are almost non-existent, right? And the Anthony situation, what people didn't understand is that that was brewing, right, behind the scenes with multiple different situations coming up. Like I got a message one day that he threatened some girl that I was gonna dox her, and I was like, wait, what? What? And like the girl was petrified. That's not somebody that's like my friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking attack dog, right? Like that's not. I don't know. Hi Sandy. That's just how I feel about it. Like I don't move that way. So this girl was like petrified for days with anxiety. Like that's not right. Right, Tay. But like I would think so when she started treatment, right? It was he was very clear, right, that this was a two-pronged treatment and she had to do chemo. I know you know this, but I'm just telling everybody else. She had to do chemo and radiation simultaneously, right? So, like, taking one of those away without discussing it with her, right? What do you think that did to her? It just like fucking threw her because, like, to her, in her mind, well, what happens now? You know what I mean? So it's been crazy, and like at the same time I need to be like it gets tricky, right? Because my siblings are my siblings, right? I'm not their mother, right? So when I'm told something that should be kept between us and she doesn't want the kids to know, I kind of feel like it puts me in like a up against the corner, right? Because I'm not their mom. And if I were them, I'd want to know, you know? Like I would want to know if things were going bad. 18 and 19. The young, well, 18 and 19 is the youngest. My middle sister's 23, right? So like it just puts me in a bad position. No, that's not possible. Jessica might actually be here. She's a good friend of mine. Hi, Katie. I'm glad you slithered on in. Right, they're still babies, right? And now their dad isn't alive, right? I can't imagine both of my parents being gone by 19. Like, and emotionally, right? I'll just use this as an example. The first time that my mom got chemo, she went into shock, right? Um, I was so grateful. Like in my mind, right? Like I'm gonna try to word this right. In my mind, I was I needed a break, right? So like I kept saying like, why can't somebody come and help or break the time up? You know what I'm saying? And the first time she went into shock, I was like, well, thank God it was me, right? Thank God that it was me. That's not possible. If what you're talking about is me asking Jessica for the screenshots of somebody being inappropriate with the female, then you'd be correct. But other than that, that's just not possible. Um, and if that's the female I'm talking about that was threatened that I would dox her, by the way, that's who that is. I had to go to her and tell her and reassure her that that's not what was going to happen. Just so we're all on the same page here. So like I was grateful that it was me, right? Because I'm in a different place emotionally, right? Where I could, like, my sisters wouldn't have been able to tolerate that, you know? So I was grateful that it was me, but at the same time desperately needing a break. Does that make sense? That's fine. You could DM me. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot, right? And then like I find myself being um like I'm grateful, right? Because I know that if I didn't do it, I would regret not doing it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I didn't, dude. I didn't. I did stop and get a fruit salad, but I didn't eat it. I ate a few grapes. That was it. I don't have like an appetite. It's bad. Like stress is my biggest trigger. No, Ashley. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying, Little Reds? Like I get I know, right? I know that I would regret it, right? Like I'm grateful that I'm in a position, right? First, that I can, right, do it, right? That because I had savings and then savings ran out, right? I've been there for 3 months without a job, right? So it was difficult because this was my job. I was there all day. It's a 24-hour thing, right? Oh, listen. I fucking love spicy Lillian. I don't know about anybody else. Listen, Sweet Panda, I'm not gonna lie though. Your videos when you post like your dinner, it's strange because I'm like, oh, that looks so good, but I don't eat. I know you love it. I cannot. I cannot. I'm here for spicy Lillian, y'all. Dead. I'm dead. I'm but it always looks so good. It always looks so good. Hi, Katie. I know you are. I know you are. Right? Training little reds, but like the way that I look at it, right, is it's temporary. It's not a long term thing, right? And even though like what's the right word? I know in the end I'll be happy I did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually allergic to seafood. Huh? I thought you said you were gonna DM me. I know who you are. I do love to cook, but like I really don't cook much these days, to be honest. I just don't. I really don't. I tried to like I used to like to cook. I think it's just the fact that like I don't have like the time is so limited that like when I do have it, I don't that's not what I want to spend. Does that make sense? I don't want to spend my time doing that. Does that make sense? It's crazy, but that's just how I feel. What mod needs to chill? What is she talking about? Christy, I love you, Christy. Ooh, steak with bacon. And like here's another thing. Like if I'm like if it's like I'll go days, you know what I'm saying? And like and then I'll be like, I really need to fucking eat something, but I won't be able to like it has to be something that sounds good to me. You know what I mean? Oh, did you? Is that why? I love green beans, honestly. I'm actually really a veggie person. I know that I may not seem that way, but I am. I'm into veggies. Now I'm covered in sands because I didn't bring a fucking towel, nothing, because I was so late and I felt so bad. I just rushed out the door. I don't know. John and I haven't eaten yet tonight. I was gonna go North Dakota. Listen, Temptress, because gossip is better. Gossip brings views, and like, here's the crazy thing, right? I could understand if I was a liar, right? Same, Katie. It's a problem. I could understand if like you were gonna come to me. Temptress, how many times have you come to me and asked me something, right? Like, and I say all the time, like that's something that I always respect about you, right? Is that no matter what it is, if you hear something, you come and you ask me. You know what I mean? And like I could understand an excuse if I lied. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't lie. So I don't understand why people don't do it more often. And it's not even like I'm mean, you know? No, I am covered in sands. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. It's not like mean. I think that people get this idea, like the girl that I went to talk to that was afraid I was gonna dox her, right? Like the girl was petrified. And I felt so bad. Yo, but oh, Ashley, that account. You remember the one you emailed me about? That account. That's another one, by the way. Just so you know. Um, I don't. I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I don't do that. I don't. If y'all only knew, I think that's another thing. I think that people really have no idea how much knowledge I have about a lot of different people that has never come out of my mouth. Never. Not one time. You have no idea how many people I support privately because I don't fucking feel the need to make a video and fucking tell you. And that's why your fucking hate and smear campaigns never work because there are too many people that I have supported and that I have taken the time to make sure that they were good. You know what I'm saying? But when I went to that girl, like she was petrified, dude. Like, and I felt bad. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're supposed to be my friend, but you like threatening people like I'm your guard dog. It was just wrong to me, and it made me feel really uneasy, right? Because I don't want. I'm like I understand how some people. Hi, Nana Ray. Right? I understand how some people could think that I'm scary, right? If anybody in this chat can name one person that I have addressed unprovoked, I will cash out you a prize. Just one. But that's the thing. You're not stressing me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get stressed over stuff like that. I hate cottage cheese. Actually, I hate anything with that consistency. Like I can't even think about it, dude. It makes me want to fucking vomit. Right. I know, crazy Chrissy. I know who I am, right? And that's another thing. Yeah, Thunk did it. Like these people have this idea that I just go around attacking people, and it's just not what it is. Not what it is at all. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Anything with that consistency really makes me want to gag. Oh, I felt bad for couldn't really get into it. But like, I don't just pick somebody's name out of a hat. You know what I'm saying? I don't just wake up one day and I'm like, fuck it, this one's gonna get it today. That's not how this goes. Wait, really, Kristen Dragon Chick? Ashley, how far apart is your son, right? You had a boy and Blas baby. Aren't they close in age? I think that you would try something like that, I feel like. Mexican fruit salad? I don't know. I never heard of it. I don't like wet cottage cheese. Why the fuck would I try dry cottage cheese? I can't. Because I don't. Hi, Beth. It's just not what I do, right? And a lot of times, I sit and I fucking take it for a minute before I even address it. You know what I'm saying? And like, so it makes me fucking crazy when people cry victim because it's like, did you not like, d- did you not just do what you did for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I fucking reacted? Right? It's crazy to me. Crazy. Oh, they are close. That's cute. That's cute. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but somebody, yeah, me neither, Kelly. There's somebody with like water in the water. Hold on, I'll try to flip it. No, you're not gonna be able to see that. I'm sorry, I'm trying. Exactly, Steffi. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't just fucking pick somebody's name out of a hat. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? You know what I love? Stuffed peppers. Maybe I'll eat stuffed peppers. But like, I don't just. There are plenty of people that I don't like. You've never even heard me speak about ever, ever, ever. But like, God, how much am I supposed to take? I'm just supposed to let all these fucking wackos run their mouths? Like what? What world is this? And I mean fucking wackos, like actual fucking wackos. Chicken egg rolls. That's another thing, y'all. Is I'm a really picky eater as well, right? So like, I don't know. I like stuffed peppers. I like John actually. John could cook, but I don't think I'm asking him to cook tonight. Italian sausage. It's weird, right, Steffi? Like I don't. I just use mozzarella. Mm, Stuffed pepper soup. It sounds good. I might like that. Right, and like, listen, the majority of it, I do laugh at, and I find it to be funny, right? Because some of it is just fucking out there, dude. Like some of the things that I hear about myself, like I just die laughing. You know what I mean? So like I get, oh look, they have a bunch of glow sticks and stuff. I'm sorry. I don't really use my phone because YouTube lives. But like I do. A lot of this stuff I laugh about because I'm like, you can't be fucking serious. But and like here's another thing. Let me ask y'all this. Let's say there's 106 people in here, right? Let's by a show of hands, with as many people that watch my every fucking move, right? My every move, every single fucking move I make. How many people think that I would scam $1? Let's just think about that for a second. It's wild that these people. It's crazy to me. It really is crazy to me. See, I like Wawa does it now. I don't know if y'all have. I know Wawa's not everywhere, but I did just when I came here. When I came here to put my stuff in storage a few weeks back, I I did that. I did a sandwich. I forget what they call it. It's like a breadless sandwich, they put it in a bowl. No, I would never do that. I would never in a million. First of all, I would never do it anyway. But the the shit that these people say about me, right? Like, like the way that they watch me, right? Every fucking move I make, it's crazy to me. Right. And I tried to explain this to somebody recently. Um, like I would have to be really fucking dumb, number one. And it's just not the kind of person I am. It really is not the kind of person I am. And I find it hilarious, actually, that the person leading that charade is besties with one of the most infamous TikTok scammers there are. So it's kind of weird to me. But anywho, soup I try it. Oh, listen, maybe I want French onion soup. I know. Listen, Temptress, I saw your video with the scrubs and your daughter, and I was like, Amen. I love that. I love that. Like, yeah, I know it's crazy, Ashley, and like these people that say, let me just explain to you what I'm like in active addiction. Okay, you wouldn't see me. Okay, I can promise you that. You wouldn't see me. I wouldn't be in different places taking care of my mom. I wouldn't be present at all. Okay. Because when I'm getting high, the only thing that matters to me is getting high. Okay. I would be holed up in some fucking hotel somewhere getting high because that's what I do in active addiction. So for anybody that thinks that that is the case, y'all must not know what I'm like in active addiction. Okay. Because there is a very clear and concise difference. Facts, Ashley. Amen. Same. And I know that you and I have had like a lot of these conversations on the phone. Like, dude, I ain't doing shit. Like, I'm lucky if like I know. And like when I saw that, that's the first thing that I thought, right? Is like I I'm grateful, right, that I'm able to do those things. And also, while we're talking about this topic, I carry Narcan everywhere I go. It's in my pocketbook. It is in my apartment. It is everywhere, right? When I was still in active addiction years ago, okay, somebody overdosed in a Burger King bathroom. I went and registered myself for Narcan the very next day. Okay. I've had it ever since. That was probably 8 years ago. Oh, it had to be more than that, maybe nine, right? Listen, Jamato, I feel you because that's how I am. Like, bitch, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, you'll find me at the trap house, period. Like, that is what I'm like in active addiction. Okay. So, like, you scam? Wait, you scam and I scam? Right, and listen, even if you like, you know how your Facebook memories pop up, right? Um, when I there's not even posts when I was in active addiction. Like I was just non-existent, especially like towards the end. Also, I want you to file a FOIA on my arrest. The 2011 arrest, file a FOIA, okay? Because the reason I got paid, okay, was because I didn't commit the crime. I don't know how many times I've spoken about this. The cop made a bad ID. I never met the three people that were my co defendants. It was my best friend who passed away that actually did the drug deal in front of my house. That's why I got paid, silly. Okay. Just so we're clear. So there's that. I don't even know how many times I've discussed that arrest. Also, since you're so concerned about my best friend that used during her pregnancy, I did tell her to stop, actually. And I was in active addiction at the time. And I still told her to stop every fucking day. So if you're going to talk about something, get a fucking clue. Okay? Get a clue because you're wrong about everything and you just keep making yourself look worse. I just thought that I should tell you that. It's actually quite embarrassing to me. Right. I mean, and here's the thing, like I did have my house, right? So I saw that, Sandy. Um, but I am not present like in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like that relapse and I can remember talking like when I went to see the psychiatrist also, let me just make this clear. Jiggy, the screenshot of our conversation, why didn't you clarify that it was the next day that I went for the 5150, not waited like a week? I went the next day, right? You should have clarified that when you gave out our conversation. So you're not around, but our conversation floats around. Isn't that crazy how that works? Um, I said to the psychiatrist, because it was never a thought in my mind to continue. Like as soon as I came out of it, it was just a fuck. You know what I mean? Like and I know what I don't want to be, right? And I know that I don't want to live like that. I didn't, and it's not even like my life was bad. I still had $5,000 a month coming in. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. I relapsed in March, so like it wasn't. I could have very well came out of it and been like, let's get another bag, right? I was devastated, devastated. And it took me a second to come to terms with the fact that I just threw away 5.5 years of sobriety, right? Now, I know what I don't want, right? So there was never a, a back and forth, right? Like I knew that I don't want to be that person, right? I like who I am sober. I like that I'm able to be present for my family, for my friends. When I'm in active addiction, there ain't none of that, dude. There ain't none of that. Oh, it's not a good story, dude. I'll tell you that. Not a good story. But so you look ridiculous, right? And I don't know how you're not disgusted with yourself, right? Here's the thing, right? I never moved with bad intentions. People that move with bad intentions, that's bad karma, dude. Like, I would not for a fucking second want to be on the receiving end of that. You know, I don't do things with malicious intent. So you could twist that. People that do are a problem, right? The people that do are the ones that will face consequence, right? And there's that. I don't know what Brit's doing. I missed it. I'm sorry. These comments are weird on my phone. I don't like to use YouTube Live on my phone. Yeah, wow, 15 years is amazing. I know there's somebody around here, and every time I see her say that she's got like that many years, I'm just like, my God, my God. You know what I'm saying? And like before I got sober in 2017, I had 3.5 years and I relapsed, right? And I kept going. It took me years. I ran for years, right? Now, I really try to put things in perspective, right? There's a lot of um there's a lot of things that came out of that, right? Um I think that mm, I think that when I relapsed, I think that it really, like, it was a shock, right? Because in January, when John came to me and he said he had a problem and all this other stuff, right? It kind of threw me for a loop, right? Because I've never even seen, to this day, I've never seen meth. I don't know what it looks like. That's it, right? When he came to me, right, and he said, like, I need help, and I was just like thrown, right, like it's really hard for months, okay, for months I was pouring my energy into him, right, and I left myself depleted, right, because you can't fill from an empty cup, right. You got to remember, at that time I was almost on no Suboxone, like I was damn near off, right. Now I don't know what people know about Suboxone, but at a therapeutic dose, 16 milligrams, it will block cravings. Like, there's a lot of upsides to that, right? When I love you, I think that um, there was a lot of things. I know that there are people, my friends that are in here that I talk to on a daily basis, like they were very well aware of the things that I was dealing with silently, right? Because God forbid some fucking cow in Michigan gets a hold of it, she twists the fuck out of it and then tries to use it to humiliate me, right? So I sat quiet for the most part and I just tolerated a lot, right? The week that I used, I found out that my mom had cancer. Like, it was just a lot that week, right? Like, it was just like boom, 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 and I didn't have a defense. I had no defense, nothing, right? But what you can't say, I did everything I was supposed to. The second that I was conscious and able to, I told the people around me. That's a fact. Okay. The next day, I tried to 5150 myself. This is all me holding myself accountable. This is all my friends holding me accountable. I went back to fucking IOP, right? So I also increased my dose back to 16 milligrams a day, which made me fucking sick for a week and a half. But I fucking did it, right? Because I know what I don't want to be. So how you could draw this fucking parallel is embarrassing for you. There is no parallel. I sat on a live with fucking 300 people in it and I admitted what I did. No matter how you try to twist it, right? I admitted what I did. And I did everything that I was supposed to do to get myself back. I don't, I mean, I can't say, but that I'm nowhere near that now. And like, somebody was, recently was telling me, like, I'm here if you want to talk. And like, the only thing that I don't have time to break down. You know what I'm saying? Right. Temptress. And like, that's another thing. Like, every day that we have clean, it is should be celebrated, right? Because if there's anything that I learned, it only takes one shot in my case, right? It only takes one shot and it could be over, you know? There is no comparison, dude. None. You can't, because I did what I was supposed to do, right? Like, right. I agree. Yeah, facts. So did Lillian Witt. They were like, I know you did. I know, and even you, like, you took account of, and look at what they did to you. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. And pieces of shit like you are why my DMs, right? Because I bet nobody comes to you to talk to you about a relapse, right? Because you're a fucking piece of shit. But when people around here relapse, they come to me, right? They don't come to you because you're not a fucking safe place. And you You are the reason. You are the reason why people would be uncomfortable to discuss their relapse. Let that sink in. Yeah, it's gross. 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 And you know what? What would have happened if I wasn't in a stable place when that live happened? What would have happened? Like one of these fucking days, dude, you're gonna pick somebody and they're not gonna be able to handle it. They're not gonna be able to handle it. You say that about me, right? Fucking joke. You have no idea how many people I support through relapses. No idea. Ain't nobody coming to you for a fucking relapse because you would out it on a live stream like it's fucking gossip. Disgusting. It's not right. And like that's the thing. Like they thought everybody, right? As soon as I was conscious, I messaged, the people that were closest to me. I texted them all. Nobody believed me. Oh. Amen, Jamara. Oh shit, I'm getting wet, y'all. I know, but that's what I'm saying, Temptress. Like, I don't know. It really it aggravates me. Okay, it aggravates me because it's not how it should be, right? Like this is supposed to be. We should be a safe place for people that are struggling or people that should. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know if you want to come up here. I don't know if I can send you the link, guys. I might drop you, but I got because I'm about to get fucked put on and I'm wearing a white shirt. So if I drop you, I'll pick you back up the second I look at my door. But like, and that's the thing, right? And I'm only speaking about it because she said it, right? Because it wasn't my business, right? It wasn't my place to discuss fucking. I don't know. Good night. I'll see you around these TikTok streets, Dunk. It wasn't my place to discuss her situation, right? So if anybody in here that asked me where she was, don't be mad at me. It wasn't my place to talk about it, right? And like, if there's anything that I know, right? And do you want me to talk about this or no? I don't know if I could send you a link from here. And that's the thing, Brenda. It shouldn't be. I don't know if you want me to elaborate. Like, if people relapse, right? They feel enough conflict, right? So I can elaborate. I'm getting wet. So like nobody should feel that way. Nobody. Nobody, right? Because when people relapse, they got enough conflict going on. They shouldn't have to worry about some fucking nosy bitch on the fucking internet weaponizing it. That's where she was, and I right. It's not my business. It's not my place, and that's one of my best friends. Okay, I'm getting wet, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting wet. And I would never forget about somebody I don't know or somebody I don't like, right? That's gross. That's gross. What kind of person would I have been if I would have got on this fucking these apps talking about somebody else's fucking relapse, dude? That's gross. Gross. Are you there? I'm gonna lose you, y'all. I'm gonna lose you. If I lose you, I'll pick you back up. And like, I don't regret discussing that, right? I don't regret telling the people around me. I don't regret sitting on a fucking live stream and telling 300 fucking people that happens. One day at a time, little reds. I don't even know if you can hear me. It is. And like, yeah, one day at a time. It's not right. It's not right. And people shouldn't have to worry about that. It's not anybody's business. Is it coming back? I'm covered in sand.